Hi, I'm Abhishek Bachchan and you are watching Bollywood Hungama.
Well, we have with us Abhishek Bachchan after a long tryst with getting his appointment, and he's finally with us back on Bollywood Hungama on huge popular demand. Abhishek, pleasure having you back on Bollywood Hungama.
Thank you, Faridoon. I'm very relieved. First of all, my apologies to all your viewers.
Right.
That, when we did the thing for Housefull 3 with Akshay and Ritesh, I had a family emergency, so I had to go somewhere, so I couldn't be there.
Right.
And, I was just thinking the other day that you don't feel your film is releasing until you haven't spoken to you.
That's the wonderful.
You feel something is incomplete. I haven't spoken to Bollywood Hungama and Faridoon has not done the head tilt yet, so you feel it's incomplete. So I'm sorry I made you wait, but finally
it's
we're
fine.
here.
It's fine. But I think the best part is that we're finally meeting actually. When it comes to comedy, everyone is so confident that Abhishek Bachchan will be having something different up his sleeve. I must tell you something very honestly. My wife has said hi to you.
Okay.
In the last so many years, like say 10 years, for example, she has never said hi to any actor.
Oh, really?
I'll be honest about it. She admires Shah Rukh Khan for being the entire family man image that he has. But for the very first time, and she loved your performance in Happy New Year.
Oh,
and even generally,
Please thank her for me. That's very sweet.
She has never met any star. She has never ever even asked that she wants to meet any star, but she has said hi to you.
Oh, wonderful.
Which is something that
Hello.
that I can tell you that.
Thank you so much.
All right. So, what is it about comedy somewhere that you manage to entertain people so much that there's so many of your films which have come, which have really
Faridoon, very honestly, because we've been doing a lot of promotions. So, like I've always said, promotions are almost cathartic for an actor. Apart from that, they're very educational because you actually learn a lot about yourself just by speaking. And a journalist pointed out to me that this is actually my second all-out comedy film.
Okay.
So I said no, and then they made me count it off. I mean, apart from some of the unintentionally comic ones, but Bol Bachchan was my first out-and-out comedy film. They classified Happy New Year as a heist film in which I had a comic role, and now Housefull, so these are the two pure comedies that I've done.
Okay.
But I think what happens is
I think it was very funny.
Yeah, but Dostana was more of a romantic comedy of sorts. I mean,
but it was very funny.
Thank you.
It's
so I think the roles that I've done that have been slightly funny.
John Abraham and all the time.
So be it thank you. Be it Dostana or be it say Bunty or Bubbly.
Exactly.
Happy New Year, Bol. But I think roles that maybe I've done something a bit light-hearted or comic. If they've gone down well with the audience, then people tend to think that okay, this is good. So maybe that's the reason. I'm just thankful that people appreciate my work.
Right. No, but I think comedy, several films, like even Bluffmaster, for example, it had its comic moments. And Happy New Year, definitely. It's something that, at the risk of saying, but you were the most watchable actor as far as Happy New Year is concerned.
Oh, that's very sweet.
So I'm sure that Shah Rukh Khan wouldn't like it, but
no, I've always said the entire credit of that film has to go to Farah and Shah Rukh.
Right.
Their belief system in that film and the guidance that Farah and Shah Rukh gave me. My performance would probably be a tenth of what it was without them. Without Farah and Shah Rukh, that film would have been nothing. Okay,
and coming to Housefull 3, I was watching this song, Fake-ish, a short while back, and I was literally laughing at it because, it pretends to be a very serious song. Kailash Kher is singing it in a very serious manner, actually.
Yeah.
And the lyrics are hilarious. It's like
yes, they are.
The way it is that it's a very unique sort of unintentional sort of situation which is there. How the experience of shooting was something like that?
It was great. Actually, there's a bit of a story behind that song. There was a huge dilemma because the song comes at a point where these characters, who are very matlabi, the three boys, finally realize that they have to become selfless because the girls they're in love with are actually selfless towards them. So this is actually the song where there's that changeover. Okay. In every comedy film, you need that one thing to show that, okay, these people are morally correct. So this is the song that is meant to be the changeover. But then when we heard the song, the situation, Sajid-Farhad were very clear, and we had many discussions about this, that we can be very genuine about it. But let's not lose the world of the film. This is Housefull. This is not some film that, you have to get into justifying a particular emotion. This is the world of Housefull. It's zany, it's crazy, it's a lot of fun. So let's not lose that world. So that is when we all arrived at this kind of way of doing the song. I was of the opinion initially that let's make it very serious because this is the changeover of the characters. The audience should not feel कि यार ये लड़के लोग बहुत मतलबी हैं. So that was meant to be the changeover, but they made me realizing that's fair enough. It's a great point, but do it within the world of the film and within the performance of the film. So it was a lot of fun, man. And working with Ritesh and Akshay is just so much fun because they're so good at comedy. And when they're armed with writing and words of Sajid-Farhad, who are just brilliant at the genre.
That is, yeah.
It's going to be a lot of fun.
उनसे बात करने में इतना मजा आता है that it's like really entertaining guys, and they really enjoy.
Killer one-liners.
They enjoy it. And they've written the lyrics as well, I believe.
Yes, they've written.
Which is and they were happy with the fact that we are writing lyrics after quite some time. They've been Munna Bhai lyric writers in the past. Even Tang Utha Ke, I think it's looking quite entertaining. At times there is this criticism that buffoonery ho rahi hai and this and that. But at the same time, there are people, especially children, who love to watch something of this sort. So how do you deal with this entire contrast? That
No. Whoever says that it's buffoonery and all that, it's absolutely correct.
It is.
It is, but that's what the film is. It is a slapstick situational comedy. If you see Housefull 1 and 2, it's a situational comedy which is, peppered with slapstick. There's one big house, there's a whole lot of people in it, and everything goes wrong. And it's the comedy on that. But that's what the film is.
Right.
The film is not, like I said, I think the great thing about Housefull is what you see is what you get. The brand is so strong, and people know the world which the film exists in. It's not, we're not trying to be some very cerebral film. This is a film about tomfoolery. This is a film about slapstick humor.
Right.
This is a film which is made for children. So it is going to be almost borderline childish at times. But that is what the film is.
Right. Okay, and these are the sort of films that bring audience to the theatre. Now we are seeing this entire interesting thing right now, interesting sort of a phenomenon in a way as well, that Hollywood films, they are really making a big impact right now, and even regional cinema, like say for example Marathi films,
yes,
like Sairat, the way it has the sort of business that it has done, even Nat Samrat in recent times.
Lebhari.
Lebhari was a bit I'm talking about this year primarily. So the biggest hit so far is Jungle Book. But something like Housefull is the trade is very excited about it, that isko public जो है वो उसको देखने के लिए आएगी theatres में somewhere. But still, do you feel that it's an interesting phase right now, and Bollywood needs to do something?
I've always told this to you, and I've been saying this the last 3 to 4 years, that I think this is actually the golden era of our industry. I'm not trying to make a statement about the classics that I've made. There are films that are going to be untouchable. But when I mean by golden era is because I feel the audience has become a lot more accepting. Say in the 70s and 80s, a hero was slotted. Action hero, romantic hero, dramatic hero. So tragedy king or angry young man or chocolate boy. And they weren't really allowed by the industry to move out of that image. It was very rare that actors transcended those images and went across. Today, take somebody like Akshay for example. His last film was Airlift. Wonderful film. And now he's doing a Housefull. And then he moves on to a Rustam. How interesting. What fun that an actor can experiment with their genres, because the audience is accepting of these films, and these films are doing well. I mean, you see this year there's been brilliant cinema that's come out, some very thought-provoking films, very powerful films, very serious films. I mean, to the extent, if I may, I think Housefull is the first out-and-out family comedy that's coming this year. Some of these films, do you think they would have been made 15-20 years ago? I don't think they would have ever been greenlit also.
Absolutely.
So today we're in this wonderful phase where all kinds of films are being made, and actors are getting the opportunity, if they have the talent to pull it off, to do a whole variety of roles. So I think it's very exciting.
In fact, I spoke to Sajid-Farhad about this as well. When we see the promo and this entire Mr. Bachchan connection as far as you're concerned, I told them that Abhishek Bachchan is someone who has done like a Yuva and a Guru and so many other films as well entirely on his own, and is known because of them entirely. But why is it that somehow people keep on having this entire Mr. Bachchan fixation as far as him is concerned. So they gave an answer which I was not entirely convinced with. But I'd like to ask
What did they say, if I may ask?
They said that obviously Mr. Bachchan will always be leaps and bounds ahead.
Of course.
The idea is not being ahead. The idea is that when someone is having like entirely his own personality and own imprint has created in the past and which have done well. So why don't we have something of that shades of Abhishek Bachchan coming in? It need not always be Mr. Bachchan somewhere in the backdrop. So I would like to ask you as well. I've asked you in the past as well that we're talking about new sort of films coming up. When we talk about Guru, for example, it was something which was excellent screenplay as well. It's storytelling which is something which is gripping. That's exactly what is happening right now. Sairat is like excellent screenplay, which really works. It can be in any language whatsoever.
Sure.
So why is it that we are not seeing those things coming out as far as Abhishek Bachchan is concerned?
How long is your show?
Yeah, it can be any long. It can be any long. Don't have any restrictions.
It sounds very standoffish, Faridoon, but I hope you can see beyond that.
Absolutely. So I understand.
Beggars can't be choosers. You do the work that you get. Okay? Every actor goes through phases in their lives, and you have to work your way through it. All right? Housefull is a different thing because it's a comedy. Okay? And in this comedy, a lot of people are laughing at themselves as well. And
you know, I can tell you, I'm sorry to interrupt, but the fact is that you'll get good reviews for this movie. I'm getting the entire vibrations, the way it is, the entire styling and everything, what you're having over here. It's something which will get you good reviews. In that context,
well, I hope idea is not that worked very hard.
Yeah, the idea is
so that thing about Dad is just one punch, because as you know, Sajid-Farhad come up with very witty one-liners, and there is a sequence in Madame Tussauds where I'm there.
Take a selfie.
I take a selfie because in the film I'm a big fan of Amitabh Bachchan. I'm going for an audition. I say, "मैं आपका आशीर्वाद लेने आया हूँ."
Correct.
So it's just that one moment. There's no other reference to that, and that's it. But you know, it's an amazing question because, for example, when I do interviews, every interview I do, people, you know, there's definitely one question in there that how is it being Mr. Bachchan's son, or how does it feel being compared to him? For me, it's a
what Mr. Bachchan thinks about this performance of yours.
For me, it's a matter of absolute pride that you think of me in the same breath as me.
Absolutely, absolutely, should be.
For me, it's a matter of huge pride to be his son. I don't tell you what questions to ask. You all ask me those questions. My father is not obsessed.
You know, if you notice, I'm just interrupting again and again. I've consciously stayed away from that question because for me, since I have a famous father, the idea is that I want to have my own identity.
Yeah.
And that is something that I'm sure that you have that urge always.
Sure. You know, the way I look at it is, Faridoon, I am what I am because of my parents.
Absolutely.
Personally, professionally, in every which way, I have done and achieved whatever very little that I have due to the blessings and guidance of my parents and my family. I've never tried to run away from that. And I'm not going to. And no amount of comparison or accusation is going to make me deter that, because at the end of the day, when I see, hopefully, pride in my parents' eyes after I've done hopefully a good job in a film, that is more valuable to me than anybody asking me these questions. And a lot of it you have to just allow to just flow away, you know, and people say that, oh, you're only in this industry because of your father. Yeah, it's a fact. I'm not going to fight that. I know what the truth is. I remember Yash Chopra ji telling me at the premiere of Refugee, ki beta, your father has brought you till here. Tomorrow morning when your first show starts, it's all you. Because they're not going to patronize your films because they're Amitabh Bachchan's fans. You'll go see an Amitabh Bachchan film. So work hard. And that really struck home to me. You know, it's very awkward, Faridoon, to have this discussion because it almost sounds like you're blowing your own trumpet, which is something I'm not comfortable doing.
No, I think
you
should talk about that.
I mean, it's been 16 years. I'd like to believe somewhere there's some sort of talent in me that has allowed me or has convinced the industry that, okay, we can still give this boy work. It's got nothing to do with my father.
You have a dedicated fan following.
My father has never ever
following,
in his entire life called up a director or a producer saying, please take my son in the film. That's not what he believes in. He told me day one. I mean, he said it publicly also. He said, I've never made a film for my son. I could not at the point when he started his career. I was, you know, he was having trouble with his home production company, ABCL. He couldn't do it. And instead of me thinking that my father didn't launch me, I feel bad because today I'm a father and I want to do everything. I'd give my life for my child. Now imagine a father being in a situation, not being able to do something for their child and still have, you know, it's very weird. I mean, you know, with Aaradhya today, I know I'd do anything for her. And when I'm not able to, nothing hurts me more than that. He's a parent as well. Okay, as far as I'm concerned, and this is my own biased opinion, he's the greatest actor that ever was, is and ever will be.
Ji, bilkul.
Nobody will be better than him. Alright? But he's also a father, we forget that. Everybody just thinks about, oh, Abhishek is here because of his father and his father. My father's never, I mean, poor chap, leave him out of it. He's never done anything. He's the most down-to-earth, humble person who's just concerned about doing his work.
Absolutely.
You know, he's never forced anybody to do something. He doesn't force people to make films with himself. You know, the amount of films that they have replaced him over the years, he's never said anything. He's always said, beta, just do your work. I remember there was a time when my films in the start of my career were not doing well. And I went up to him, I said, Dad, I think I've made a mistake. Because no matter what I'm trying, it's not working. And he said, I'm telling you as an actor.
Just keep on doing
Just keep working. You're improving with every film. Yeah, you're very far from getting it right. Just keep working. They give you a chance, do any role. I used to sign each and everything. Just get out there and work. All he's ever told me is, if you're good at your job, you'll get work. Everything else is white noise. It just goes on and on and on.
That's true.
So, you know, why is it, like, coming back to your question, why is it at the end of the day, I'm going to do the work that I get offered? I'd love to be able to design films for me. I'm starting to do that. But you know what also happens is, Faridoon, and I have to admit this, and you know, I don't feel shame in admitting, I've always been very honest about my capabilities. An actor gets comfortable in certain things.
Ji.
And that is poison for an actor. When everybody has this accusation, sir, आप solo film नहीं करते हो. बड़ा अच्छा लगता है बोलने में कि सोलो फिल्म क्या है भाई, नहीं आपकी गुरु सोलो फिल्म थी. गुरु सोलो फिल्म नहीं थी. मिठुन दा, माधवन, ऐश्वर्या, विद्या बालन जैसे कलाकार थे उस फिल्म में. But I understand what they're trying to say. I try to wash it over because I have too much respect for my co-stars. And I believe that everybody makes a film. It's not just one actor.
Ji.
But, you know, when you're in a gang of people and there's comfort in numbers. So when I have a Ritesh, I have an Akshay, I have a Baman, I have a Jagudada, I have Nargis, Lisa, Jacqueline. There's a big jhund. You're comfortable. All the focus is not on me. The burden of the film is not on me. I'm comfortable. And what has happened now is you start getting into the thing that, okay, fine. I'll do a Happy New Year, again, big gang. I do a Bollywood, you're sharing the burden. Some people carry more of the burden than you do, but it's very easy to get comfortable in that zone. Maybe that's what that has happened. And sometimes if your films are not working, you feel, okay, I'm here, this film will get made. The amount of actors that have been part of films that halfway through have been shut down because commercially they're not viable, it's a tough business, you know.
That practicality
and this is
important.
The one person saying it who everybody thinks has it easy. I mean, they'll be shocked if I tell them the amount of films of mine that have been shut down because another film of mine is released in the meantime and hasn't done well. So the financial backers say, we can't lose any more money, shut it down. So you start getting comfortable. Now I feel I've reached a stage in my career where I've said, okay, it's been 16 years. You know, I'm not some spring chicken anymore. 16 years is a very long time. Actors are blessed to get a job for more than 3 years. 16 years, wow. You know, that's great. So now what you have to do is, okay, now it's time to move out of that comfort zone. So there's a reason why I've not signed on any films. For the first time in 16 years of being a working actor, I don't have a job. And people can make fun of it. But because I need to move out of that comfort zone. I need to now start questioning myself again. I need to start pushing myself. Because actors will get very comfortable. You do something in a group and it works. Oh, this is great. You make great money, go to work, have great co-stars, have a blast making a film. The film comes out, huge hit. Oh, superb. This is easy. But it's not meant to be easy. You're meant to push yourself. You're meant to challenge yourself. So now you wait. You try and develop that one script that you feel challenges you or pushes you to the next level. And I think that's what has to happen.
No, absolutely. I've been telling you this for many years now. I'll say it once again. When we discuss here itself, when Pa had just released, and I was about to interview Mr. Bachchan, and we were sitting over there. You just came in and you were like very happy with the entire thing. And I told you, the best part is that आपका budget जो है, that it was so in fact correct that in the first 3 days you guys made profits, and even as far as Buddha Ko Mera Baap, you were the producer and you handled it extremely well, and it was so I've always mentioned that people within the industry say that Abhishek is a very, very fine producer, very, very smart producer.
Oh, thank you.
So why is it that Abhishek is not producing stuff for himself in a reasonable budget with a good script like what we've had like in a Yuva? Yuva celebrated 12 years, I believe, recently. Your fans,
I think so, yeah.
I was seeing
2004, 12 years. Wow,
yeah. So somewhere, I've been telling that for many years.
Absolutely, I completely agree with them.
Yeah.
It's time to introspect. It's time to go into the cocoon and metamorphose.
You become a character. Like in a Yuva, you became that character. And
I'd like to believe I've become the character of Bunty in Housefull 3 as well.
Must have.
I really hope so. But yes, I understand what they're saying, and I've heard all the cries of anguish. So now you have to sit down and work on yourself and work on that one film and come out and do it. I think it's now time to take that leap of faith.
Great. We've also discussed about the entire, about the media thing that we've discussed over many years as well. How do you deal with it now? Because one of the burning topics has been that entire Sarbjit premiere when you and Aishwarya were there, and somehow some cameras they captured something, and after that they just went on hammering that, and it was blown out of proportion. Do you feel as a celebrity everything that you're doing right now is being just gauged in a very, very minute, microscopic manner?
But it always
things are being just boosted. The audio is being boosted. Anything that you're saying and is being boosted. Do you feel susceptible somewhere? Do you feel vulnerable somewhere?
See, I was asked this. I was in Delhi and somebody said that this whole Sarbjit premiere thing has been blown out of proportion. What do you have to say? I said, but who's blown it out of proportion? You've blown it out of proportion.
We didn't carry that.
Thank you. What happened? It's Sarbjit. It's my wife's premiere. I was there with her, with the entire family, and then, which is customary on the red carpet, they asked the ladies to give solo photographs. I said, abhi inka photo lijiye. Now if I do that, haath jhadka ke nikal gaye. Then after that, we go to another function in Delhi, holding hands, abhi dekho kaise chipak ke ja raha hai. Then after that, acha theek hai bhaiya, abhi main jata hi nahi hu. I was promoting my film somewhere else. She went for a function of Sarbjit. See, he is not a company. So, I mean, I don't think about it. Because if we started thinking about this and listening to what the media has to say about our relationship, then, there'll be no relationship. She's my wife. I'm immensely proud of her. I think she was sensational in Sarbjit.
You just tweeted about that?
Yes, and I was deeply moved by that film. And I told Umang that very night, because after the premiere, contrary to what the media has reported, we all went out for dinner together. And I told Umang, I said, I'm not being able to judge this film. By just trying to understand, I was so overwhelmed by what had actually happened and what this family had actually gone through, and it's all truth. So I was so moved by the film, and I thought she was sensational. And I'm an actor as well. I know what it takes to do that job. And I was truly amazed, and I asked her, I said, how do you juggle your personal life? I mean, you can get lost in a role like that when you submit so wholeheartedly.
Absolutely.
And I told her, I said, I can't believe that you were doing this work during the daytime, and at night when you come, you'll be absolutely normal. Not a trace of that anguish or not a trace of that sorrow that she bring back. And that, that's the mark of a remarkable actor. And I just thought it was a wonderful film. And everybody performed so well, from Darshan to Richa to Randeep to Aishwarya, everybody.
Great. Abhishek, after this intense talk, let's have a bit of a fun. You are expert at rapid fire. So
let's do this, man.
Rapid fire with Abhishek Bachchan. If you have to react to these crazy questions...
Such a long pause, I'm scared now.
If you have to react to these crazy questions, how will you react to that? If the entire world
I have to react in a word or in a...
however you want.
Okay.
However you want.
All right,
Even the
okay.
expression will do.
Okay.
If the entire world is a stage, where does the audience sit?
Wow, that's a good one. If the entire world is the stage, where does the audience sit? Sar pe baith lo bhaiya, abhi aur kya? That's a very good. I've never thought of that.
Okay. Do blind people feel love at first sight?
Love at first touch.
Right. Love at first touch. Okay. If someone with multiple personalities threatens to kill himself, is it considered a hostage situation?
I'm going to ask Akshay that because he's got multiple personalities in Housefull. I'm going to ask him that. That's great. Oh wow, that's a really good one. Is it a hostage situation? I love that. It probably would be, wouldn't it?
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. You've said that you'd like to star in the sequel of Kabhi Khushi Kabhi Gham. Who all would you like to star in? Apparently, you've said that.
No.
You haven't said that.
Oh, I know where this has come from. Again, Chinese whispers. Somebody in Delhi at the press conference asked me, is that if Hollywood had to remake an Indian film, which one would you choose? So I said Kabhi Khushi Kabhi Gham.
Right.
I think it would be a brilliant film to make in English.
Okay.
And it's one of my all-time favorite films.
Okay. But would you like to star in a sequel of Kabhi Khushi Kabhi Gham?
No. I've never wanted to star in the sequels or a remake of these films that I love and adore because I love and adore them for what they are, and I thought each and every act in that film was perfect.
All right.
And I did act in Kabhi Khushi Kabhi Gham.
You did.
Karan cut me out of the film.
Yes. We kept on just looking for it, where exactly.
No, it's in the outtakes actually on the DVD.
Achha, it is there?
Yeah. What happened was I was on the set when they were shooting in London, and I just walked on and did a shot with Bebo and Hrithik.
All right.
Yeah, but it got cut out.
Okay. Will you be able to explain what is the craziest dream you've last had?
No, I've not been dreaming of late, which is a sad truth. Because I've not, after my injury and then with the promotions, we don't get much time to sleep. So when you're sleeping, it's deep sleep and no dream. So yeah, I should start dreaming again.
Definitely. Everyone should dream. If Akshay Kumar, Shah Rukh Khan, Amir Khan, Hrithik Roshan are coming over for a dinner at your place, what will be the menu?
They all love to eat.
Okay.
So for Aki Bhaiya, definitely some halwa because he loves sweets and kheer. Shah Rukh is very sweet. He will eat anything that you put in front of him. He's not fussy. Amir and Hrithik, some nice meat. They enjoy meat, so yeah. Amir's mom is a great cook actually.
Yes.
I remember we were shooting Dhoom 3 and it was Eid. And his mom was actually cooked for us. It was brilliant. Great kebabs in their house.
That's
Yeah. No, let me tell you, all these guys are foodies, huh?
Definitely they are.
They're all foodies.
Definitely they are. What's the name of the song that's stuck in your head right now?
Right now? Yeah. I'm obsessed with it.
Yeah, it's like all the songs are damn.
I'm obsessed
all
with
the songs are
that. Although I'm so sorry, Sajid, I should be saying Mala Mal or Pyar Ki Maa Ki Pooja Karni hai, but yeah. Jhingat is stuck in my head.
It is outstanding. But
it's outstanding, and there's this track from Ritesh from Banjo.
Yeah, that is.
You have to see the trailer. It is one of the coolest trailers I have seen in a long time.
And once again, it's like Ravi Jadhav, like a Marathi film.
Yes.
No,
but Ritesh is sensational in it. I'm so proud of him. He's brilliant. Do watch the promo of Banjo. It's great.
If you have to plan a road trip with two Bollywood actors apart from Akshay and Ritesh, who would that be?
Apart from Akshay and Ritesh. That's the problem. I get along with everyone. Yeah. My dad and my wife.
Okay.
I hardly get to spend time with them. So that'll be the best way, a road trip with both of them. We tag along my mom as well and Aaradhya, so it should be a family. Yeah, we don't get time with each other.
Definitely.
Yeah.
So that should be interesting.
Yeah.
That should be very interesting. Alright, so I think Abhishek Bachchan has fared very well. He's not having any competition as far as rapid fire is concerned.
Bring it on.
But he's
Let's do a rapid fire like semi-finals and finals.
We'll
Call me anytime, any celebrity, I'll be there. Challenge you, man.
We've taken a few questions from your fans. This is Abdullah from Kabul, Afghanistan.
Oh, wow.
How is it like to play a rapper for the first time?
Oh, it was great. Finally, I've rapped in many films, Abdullah, and sometimes, unfortunately, in my own voice. But this is the first time I actually got to play a rapper, and it was really cool because I love the thought process that Sajid-Farhad gave him. He thinks everything is a rap, and he's always talking. So to have that kind of thought process and to bring it out, and also in the film, when I go into the house, I pretend to be mute. So that's the problem. Here's a guy who's just used to throwing out raps one after the other, and now he can't talk. So now how does he communicate? So I really enjoyed it. It was tough, but it was exhilarating.
So any rap moment anything that you can rap for us?
I want to say hey to my player Ritesh D with big props to Bigger Chops and Chuckmaster Sippy. My crew, the Bluffmaster movie and those hip hop fakers. Say Vishal and Shaker. Here we go. BLU to the double F master. Let's take it slow, girl. I'm a long laster. Yeah, I'm a bad boy. Say I'm a good girl.
I'm a good I don't mind saying that.
So yeah.
I don't mind saying anything actually. Alright, that was fantastic. That was really fantastic. So this is Diva from Lucknow. Fondest memory while shooting for Housefull 3.
That's a tough one, It was literally, we took the film very seriously. It was Housefull on set and off set. Baman, Ritesh, Akshay and I literally were everywhere together. We used to finish, we used to cycle back to the hotel, then go train and then have dinner together. I think the only times we left was when everybody was had fallen asleep playing video games in my room. Then they'd wake up and then in their slumber go to their room and go to sleep and wake up in the morning. Everybody go to work together. Okay. So the entire thing was a lot of fun. The entire experience. And something we're all very conscious of, because if your offset camaraderie is non-existent, on set it's never going to happen. So each and every moment of this film has been great.
Fantastic. This is Ahimsa Sepali Fernando from Sri Lanka.
Wow,
Which real life character would you like to play in a biographical drama film, and the reason for it? And real life character that you'd like to. You've done Guru in the past.
It's very tough. There's so many inspirational people out there. The problem with these biopics, Faridoon, is I think there are hundreds of inspirational people there and thousands of people who you can make movies on. It's how you make them that matters. It has to be the human. What is your perspective? For example, if you see Neerja, for me the perspective in Neerja was actually it was a mother and daughter film.
Absolutely.
With the backdrop of this terrible hijacking. So you have to find that one element which is your perspective of the film.
Screenplay.
So there's thousands of people that are so inspirational. But you have to find that one element that you really want to tell.
But still, I'm sure that there must be something, because biopics is something that a lot of people that there. Akshay at least has 2 biopics this year. Rustam, definitely, and Airlift as well.
Yeah. See, like I said, there's so many stories.
Shah Rukh is.
If I had to go out there and choose, I'm going to choose the one that I've always said really intrigues me as an actor is Yuvraj. Yuvraj Singh's life intrigue. Apart from being a dear friend of mine, and many congratulations, Yuvraj. You've won the IPL.
All right.
And I think his life story is just brilliant.
Definitely, and the entire
and it's a complete triumph of the human spirit. So yeah, maybe Yuvraj Singh. That's
a very good. That's a very, very interesting thing actually.
Ideally, should I tell you who it should be?
Ji.
I'd love to make a biopic on my grandfather.
Harivansh Bachchan sir.
I'd love that.
Madhushala would love to listen to that.
I'd love that.
That will be like haunting. Yeah. That will be haunting actually. All right, hi Abhishek. This is Akshaya from Hyderabad. How was it working with Ritesh Deshmukh?
So Ritesh is my little brother, and we last worked in Bluffmaster, and we've been wanting to do a film, and it's hard to believe it's actually been 11 years.
It doesn't seem like.
It doesn't seem like.
It doesn't seem like.
It's shocking.
Yeah.
And it's been such a long time since we worked together, and I mean we're obviously in touch, and socially we meet very, very often. But to get back in front of the camera with somebody who you have a great chemistry with. So it's always a pleasure working with him. I'm very protective and possessive about him. But to see him grow as an artist, especially in his confidence, it's wonderful. And he's doing such brilliant work.
Yeah, even I think what he's doing for the entire Marathwada element in terms of the drought relief for what he's doing is outstanding actually. Akshaya from Hyderabad also has one more question. That what's the first thing you think about when you wake up? What is the first thing that you think about when you wake up?
Honestly? Am I late for work? It's the first thing any actor thinks of. Oh God, did I wake up on time? That's the first thing that runs through your head. Yeah.
All right. This is Serena from London. How has Aaradhya reacted to your rapping skills? Does she like it?
So she doesn't really know much about it. She's her life is surrounded by her dolls and her nursery rhymes and all. So I don't think she's figured out that her father can rap yet. But maybe I should introduce her to that skill of mine.
This is Gabriela from Mumbai. Hey
Gabby.
AB, which is your favorite song from Housefull 3?
Gabby, I saw this on Twitter already. Gabby, first of all, welcome to Mumbai. She's from Dubai.
Okay.
And my favorite song is Malamal, which Mika Paji has very kindly done for us. And if I'm not mistaken, it's the first song that he's actually made, which he's the music director himself. So Malamal is my favorite track.
Yeah, it's very interesting. I think it's like, even that Maki Puja, you know?
Yes.
I think that's...
Yeah, it's great. They're very catchy. The music is brilliant. It's very catchy.
That's funny as well. This is Singh Rowdy Singh. That's what the Twitter handle says. What is the best thing you liked about the producer and director?
Sajid-Farhad, who are the directors I've worked with in Bollywood Bachchan when they wrote the film for me, what I like about them is their clarity, and the best thing about them is they understand comedy so well. Comedy requires the directors to have a certain pace and a certain rhythm and a certain energy level, and they just get it so well. And I mean, you've spoken to them, so when they narrate a film, their narration is more like seeing a play unfold, because they actually perform. So
it was in very sync actually.
Yes,
totally
yes,
in sync with each
absolutely.
other.
So it's so wonderful to work with people like that. And you know, with Nadiad, it's a huge pleasure for me. Our families have worked since Adalat. When my father did Adalat, it's the first time he did a Nadiadwala film. And I remember when I started my career in 2000, it was, you know, I'd seen some of Sajid's films that he had produced, like say a Judwa or a Jeet. And you know, we're all such fans of his work that it was a big thing to get Sajid Nadiadwala to sign you for a film, and it was on my bucket list. You know, every actor makes a list of the people he wants to work with. Sajid Nadiadwala was on there, and very proudly today I can put a tick against that. I remember many years ago, I'm talking about maybe 16, 17 years ago, I got a call from him.
Okay.
And I was so excited. My God, Sajid Nadiadwala's called me, and you know, he wants to come meet me for a film. I said, wow, and I'm just going to say yes. I'm not even going to listen to the, because I want to work with Sajid Nadiadwala. And he came and he had brought a friend who was a producer. I said, no, actually, he wants to make a film with you. And I remember being so disheartened because I was like, oh God, I thought I was going to get into a Sajid Nadiadwala film. And you know, 16 years down the line, I feel so honored that he thought of me for his tentpole film, which is Housefull 3. So thank you very much, Nadiad, and I hope I haven't let you down, and I hope he's enjoyed working with me, because I've loved working with him.
Okay, this is Manuela from Italy. I understand that maybe she has language issues with English. What she's trying to say is, what is your movie memories? So maybe she's trying to say that what has been your journey like?
Well, you know, Manuela, I'm an industry kid. I'm born and brought up in this place, so my life has been movies. From going to the theaters as children, to growing up there, spending time in the projection room, learning how to thread the reel, to, you know, preview theaters, to seeing rushes, which are now, you know, known as dailies of films of my father's, you know, checking, discussions, creative people all around. So my journey has been so educational. And then, you know, becoming an actor yourself, then going to see your own films, which was surreal. You know, to see yourself on that big screen, it's a huge moment for an actor. And then seeing the audience reactions, and the journey has been fantastic. But you know, by and large, I've never spoken about my journey, because I truly believe that you should reflect on your journey once you're done with it. I'm not done yet. I have a very long way to go.
Definitely, inshallah.
And that's when, you know, once you're done and you hang up your boots, which I hope never happens, but if a day comes where you do, you hang them up, sit on your porch, on your rocking chair, look back and say, okay, that was fun. Let me recount that. So I'm not done yet. So I don't like to talk about my journey, because I don't think it's done yet.
Fantastic. This is Michelle from Ecuador. Hi, big bro. How do you balance sports management, family, and acting career? This is Michelle from Ecuador.
Michelle, how do you balance your personal life and all the great work that you've done with the earthquake relief in Ecuador?
Wow.
She does brilliant work. She's really selflessly gone out. They had the terrible earthquake over there. She's selflessly given herself out there. Michelle, where there's a will, there's a way. And I've learned that from you. And if you believe in something and you want to do something passionately, you'll always find time.
Fantastic. This is Divi from Chennai. Hi Abhi, when I sit in the theatre cheering for AB, what can I expect from Bunty?
Hopefully a lot of laughs. I hope they enjoy the film. The intention of the film is to make a light-hearted, fun family film. So I really hope they come away with that. I think it's a very funny film, and I hope the audiences think so too.
Melissa from Algeria. Hi AB, what's your favorite song and could you please sing a bit of it?
Melissa, I know her as well. So, yeah.
Okay.
So, no Mon Ami, not today.
No, you can actually. We're getting greedy actually. So we've already got Bluffmaster.
No, gosh, no.
Anything from Housefull?
There's a lot, but like I said, if I do that, I'll get into a bit of trouble. I'd much rather you'll see it in the film.
Any song that has already come that you'd like to hum a couple of lines from?
Not really, no.
Okay, taken out, no problem. The name is not there, but it's a very interesting question. This is ABJ007.
Yes, Rohan from Chicago.
Okay, Rohan from Chicago. AB, we read your next film might be a career-defying film. Is it being directed by Rohan Sippy?
Wow, next film is going to be career-defining. That's a bit of pressure. Well, let's hope it is. I don't know what it's going to be right now, Rohan. But I'd love to work with Rohan Sippy. There is an intention. We're trying to work something out. So thankfully, Rohan has finally decided that we should do another film together. So we're working on the script right now. It's too early to talk about it because we're just about getting into the story. But I really do hope that my next film will be career-defining. I'm going to work towards it so that it is. And I hope I don't let anybody down.
Fantastic. All right, this is the last question. This is Gopinath CK from Cozy Code.
Yeah.
Have you watched Indian regional movies? Any favorite regional movies? Regional movies are like, Bengali films. Praktan has just
so
24.
Many of them.
Doing like exceptionally. Punjabi films, they're doing exceptionally well.
Yeah, many of them.
And good films, man.
It's very difficult to choose.
Marathi films, I've become like a huge fan. People speak Marathi and मैं सुनता हूँ उनके. मुझे ज़बान जो है उसमें एक I find something.
It's without sounding patronizing, but we've always made great films in India, and I'm so happy that finally regional cinema is getting its due. So I have many favorites of films that are not made in Hindi but in other languages in India. It's very difficult to choose one, but many, from Bengali to Bhojpuri to Punjabi, to Gujarati, Marathi.
You've done a Bengali film.
I've done two. Tamil, Telugu, Malayali, Kannada, they make such beautiful films. Odia. So yeah, a lot of them.
Fantastic. Abhishek Bachchan, any last thoughts on Housefull 3 that you'd like to share with us?
Yeah, it's a fun film, Faridoon. We're not trying to reinvent the wheel. Housefull, everybody knows, is a laugh riot. It's a family film. It's very kid-friendly, and it's the summer holidays. Go out there and just have a blast. It's really made with a clean heart. Everybody's worked very hard in it, and I really hope it does well because it's a fun film. And although I'm completely for films that push you to think, push you to act, question you, change you, it's also important at the same time to have films
fun.
That just have fun. And this is one of those films, just have fun. Yeah.
To have fun, that's true. In fact, I was watching the songs right now, and the songs, the fakeish one, I just was laughing like anything.
It's a mad, crazy, fun film.
I heard the audio first.
Yeah.
I was like, what is this? Is it from Housefull 3?
Yeah.
And it's like Kailash Kiran. Then I saw the video and I was like,
no, it's great fun. It's great fun.
Abhishek Bachchan, wonderful to have you back on Bollywood Hungama.
Thank you for having me.
Thank you very much. And as we had thought that we've been just waiting for this conversation for a long time now. And looking forward to Housefull 3 and hopefully your film with Rohan Sippy very soon and all your future ventures. Thank you very much. Thanks a lot.
Always a pleasure for you. Thank you.
That's all we have from Bollywood Hungama. Keep on watching.
I love it. Every time. Keep on watching.